guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Raja B. What's up, A&M family, Watch family, Raja gang? We are back with another video. Go ahead and please turn on your post notifications so you know when I post and you don't miss a video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? This is not a topic that we want to talk about. However, it is very sad that we still have to discuss these types of topics in the year of 2020. However, racism still exists, and it is very unfortunate that we are still living in the 1960s. It feels like. So let's talk about it. I have only 4 questions that my husband and I are going to talk about and address. Not gonna go really deep into it. I feel like it's self-explanatory for people not of color or Caucasians or whomever.
And we're still trying to do our research ourselves to, you know, get up on our history and everything to where we can, you know, start talking about subjects like this better, because it is time for us to, you know, start educating ourselves. But
yeah, that's true. And I was just gonna say, it's not necessarily just, you know, people not of color or Caucasians. It is, you know, several other races that are racist to African Americans specifically, but I think more predominantly whites.
Yes. So unfortunately.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. So the first question we have is what it feels like being black in a white America. What does it feel like? To me, being black in a white America means you are simply scared to get pulled over. You don't know if you're gonna die, you know, if the police are pulling you over. Walking in a store is not pleasant. You don't get to shop pleasantly because people are watching you, or people are following you. People are wondering if you're gonna steal. I have personally been a victim of being followed in a store. Victoria's Secrets is the #1 store I have been followed in, as if I wanted to steal $50 pair of underwear out of there. It's high as hell anyways, but anyways, let's move on. I mean, what else has happened? I guess it's like what it feels like to be black in a white America.
I mean, me personally, I'll just speak from experience. When I get up and I open my eyes in the morning, I feel like I already have to be on, excuse me for lack of better words, I already have to be on my shit. From the moment I step out of my house, I gotta find out how to look not threatening enough to drive to work. Therefore, I'm not late, so I can provide for my family. That's just a little bit of what it feels like being black in America. When I'm at work, I feel like I have to work 10 times harder than everybody else just to prove that I'm not stupid or that I'm just as intelligent as everyone else is, if not more intelligent. When it comes to, I'm an official, you know, when it comes to that type of things, I feel like I have to work 10 times as hard as well. I mean, it's not saying that they're doing anything, but just being in a white world, if I feel like I have to work way harder than everybody else does, you know, that's just a tip of the iceberg for me anyway.
Yeah, and I was gonna say too, so I'm just gonna read kind of like what I wrote out of what it feels like. And this is all based on the video of George Floyd, which is not the first African American that has been a victim of police brutality. It has been several, but this is the main one that has, I guess, turned our world upside down. And that's only just because, to me, it was in front of everyone's eyes and everyone was able to see it, versus being behind closed doors and being covered up. The whole world was actually able to see this video, and that's what made it worse.
And everyone can see the menace, you know, in the guy's eyes, as he's taking George Floyd's life.
Of course. So, this
first of all, our thoughts and prayers are with the you know, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, everyone else's family who has been a victim of police brutality or anything along those matters. We just want to say our thoughts and prayers go out to you guys, because we cannot imagine at all what you guys are feeling right now, and the heaviness of everything. So just to get it out of the way. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. So I agree too. So this is just something that I wrote based on the video. And I finally got the courage to watch the video, and I am disgusted, to say the least. I worry every day for my husband who leaves home if he will make it back home to me safely because he is black. I worried when a cop got behind him on Tuesday while driving home because he is simply black. I worried when he said, "Babe, the cop's behind me and I need to call you back," so he could focus to make sure he is being perfect while driving and not looking as if he is a threat. Him purposely wearing his glasses to look studious and not be profiled as an intimidating black guy. I worry for my children when I have them because they will be black. I worry for my father, mother, brother, uncles, aunts, cousins, godchildren, and friends because they are black. I worry for my father-in-law while he is jogging every morning because he is black. And I worry for all the black women and men in this world simply just because they are black. I and my husband have also been pulled over by police together for no reason at all in question. When pulled over, we had to worry about trying not to say the wrong things, trying not to make the wrong moves, and trying not to look suspicious or threatening so we are not shot or killed, just like many other blacks have been for no reason at all, just because we are black. Having to be careful of how we dress, how we speak, what we say, and how we wear our hair, so we are not profiled because we are black. We have to be careful of the do-rag or the scarf we wear out of the house or while driving because we are black. Having to make sure we buy at least one item in a store so we aren't followed around the store and be profiled to be a thief because we are simply black. Putting our hands up yelling, "Don't shoot," because we are black. Being arrested because we fit the description because we are black. We are tired, and it's sickening to continuously see our black men and black women die. And again, rest in peace to all the blacks who were murdered by police brutality. To all my black men, we love you. To my white friends and family, we love you too. But we do need you, and we need you to take a stand and not be silent. And we need you to be the voice when ours cannot be heard. And if it makes you uncomfortable, good. And that was my post, simply just showing, or stating, I should say rather, what it feels like to be black in a white America.
I know there are a lot of black people as well as white people that are kind of silent on this issue, and that's a big problem. I've never been a political person who gets into politics, who gets into, you know, civil rights and stuff like this, but I think it's time for a lot of us to change. For my white friends who, you know, have been talking to me about it, but I haven't seen anything on your social media or you trying to be an advocate for ending police brutality against unarmed black men. It's not okay. And if I've unfriended you already, this is why. I hate to be that blunt, but that's just where I am with it. It's time to draw a line in the sand, as I heard Steven Jackson say, a good friend of George Floyd and ex-NBA former NBA player. It's time to draw a line in the sand. It's no longer time to be silent about it, guys. I really didn't even want to do this video, to be honest with you, but I can't be silent on what someone else may need to hear. You know what I mean? And it's just, we can't be silent right now, guys. No one, and we cannot be distractions. So
the next question is, what does Black Lives Matter mean? Simply, to me, it means exactly what it says. Black Lives Matter. However, some people misinterpret it and they think that we are saying none of the lives matter. But however, that is not what we are saying.
None of the lives matter but ours. That's not what we're saying.
We are not saying that. We are saying Black Lives Matter too. So maybe we should put 2 on the end of that, and then maybe it'll make a little bit more sense for some people.
Only Black Lives.
Right, exactly.
Bro. I'm not saying Black Lives Matter.
Exactly.
Only like
right. We know all lives matter.
We know all lives matter,
and
but however,
that is true. However, blacks are being killed at a significantly higher rate, to me personally, than any other race, and that's why we are saying Black Lives Matter too. Say there was a post that was just very simple, simpler than just that to me, and it says, saying what? Saying all lives matter as a response to Black Lives Matter is like saying the fire department should spray down all houses in a neighborhood, even though only one house is on fire. Because all houses matter. Yes, your house matters too, but your house is not on fire. That is probably the simplest analogy or statement or social media post that I have probably ever seen based on the whole Black Lives Matter, and it is very, very, very simple, and it's not hard to understand. But even still, you still have people that are misinterpreting the post and making it seem as if we're still saying no one else matters, and that's not what we're saying. So I'm not going to say the person's name, but I had someone comment and basically in so many words say all lives matter, or this actually happened to, you know, a Caucasian person. And this is my response to piggy off what the Black Lives Matter mean. This isn't your moment. That's the point of the statement made in the post. It's an analogy simply explaining Black Lives Matter too. Your house isn't on fire, but mine is. However, your house is important, but right now, mine is more important because it's on fire. We will get to your house after my house isn't on fire anymore. Very, very simple. Your life is important and my life is important. But right now, mine is a little bit more important because of the color of my skin. So once we can get all of America on one train or all aboard and the blacks are not targeted, then we can start discussing, you know, other races that are being a victim of police brutality. Very, very simple. You have anything you want to say about that?
That was it. You summed it up.
So then the next thing we want to talk about is how it felt to be a part of the protest. This was my first protest, and
this was my first protest as well.
Yeah, and we went here in our hometown. It was it the first night?
Yeah.
The first night we went, and honestly, it actually felt really good to be a part of
change.
Yeah, change, and just to see so many people not of color or Caucasians or Asians. I mean, so many other different races that were actually a part of the Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
And that felt so good to be a part of something like that here in our hometown, to be able to protest and try and make a difference. Now, we know the protesting per se is not going to
fix the problem.
Fix the problem, yeah.
Fix the problem. It's just gonna bring I feel like it's just gonna bring awareness to the problem.
I think we still have to do, you know, some work and, you know, city council and vote and getting people out of office and seeing what laws and things that we may be able to change to
police chiefs,
you know, help all of us together become one. However, the protest was,
it was exhilarating for me.
I'm trying to think of like,
it was awesome.
Maybe I should just say it was powerful. I'm trying to find
that's it.
I'm trying to find like a good word, because at some points it was just silent and you could still feel
the energy though.
The energy,
like, you could still feel the energy, even though we weren't chanting anything, we were just walking sometimes, but you could still feel like everyone was just like, man, I'm like I'm about this right now. Like this has to happen. That's what it seems like everybody's mindset. Well, you ever go to like a really good church service, and like the choir singing really good, and then the pastor, he comes brings a great word all the way up into the benediction prayer and everything, and that's kind of what it felt like, a really good church service where everybody had the same mindset to where we're here to make sure that this changes, like going forward.
Definitely agree. So actually, it felt good. I mean, to sum it up, it felt really good to be a part of that. And I have clips of the protest that you guys can watch after we kind of discuss our thoughts and feelings on it. So it'll come right after this.
I gotta be loose to talk. This place is dirty.
Oh, excuse me. I gotta get her with this thing. We're out here, y'all.
Yeah, girl, that dude's a cook for her. She said, who are you talking?
Oh my god. Get her saying.
No racist ass police! No justice! No peace! No racist ass police!
Oh, we gotta get with them. Here we go. No justice, no peace. Racist ass police. No peace. No racist ass police. Hey. No peace. No racist ass police. No peace.
No racist ass police.
No peace.
No racist ass police.
Tag. Let's see who this is. No peace, no racist ass police, no justice, no peace. Oh, we stopped it. Why we can't just